it didn't go in the other direction.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he got blown up, losing yardage down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the deep. Right, tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay.
Feeling as the game moves on, just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's Brad Wing now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Cowboys. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing Jones. And Escobar has it left side. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Here's Manning to throw, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd and 10 here, and the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Manning will try again on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good.
Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's got Cruz complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran, taking what the defense will give him.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Aaron Donald weighs nearly 300 pounds, but he does have the ability to make himself skinny in a hole, which means it's hard to block him, and that's how he gets upfield and makes the plays we just saw. How about that? His second tackle for a loss in this game.
Manning going to throw. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter. To those guys on defense, I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
No gain on the play there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shift together here from the D-line. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll run again with Green. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. Cruz has it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Working from the gun, Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Greg Hardy in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. It's caught to Charles. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5. Now Jones trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. And that will keep this a 4-point game. This is fielded at the goal line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing Jones. That is incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. That'll bring up second down.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Beckham, the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They had a clean slate last time defensively, forcing that super long field goal that was no good.
And from experience, I can tell you that, yeah, you want to block any type of a field goal attempt, but I don't know if you go all out at that distance. You send someone to the kicker to make sure they actually execute it, but you really play for a fake. You don't want to get beat that way and just play the odds, and the odds were in their favor, and the miss did occur.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now. Charles, what do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
Manning now on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Shane Vereen, the intended receiver there. And it brings up 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. I mean, you're older to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock?
You with the lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. White 41.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run with Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. Now Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Watch the throw.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Throwing Jones. And it is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Manning to throw on second down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
It was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Shane Vereen now gearing up to help lead this offense back out there. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Shotgun now for Manning. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. It was 3rd and medium. They pushed a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's going to look deep and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Escobar has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Let's go!
Now Jones. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Here we go!
Throwing, Jones. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Now a first down run here. This is Vereen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On third and long, it's Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing on first down is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. What is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncovering and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
He's got time in the pocket. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. He's got time. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
First and goal from the 5. Now Elliott shreds the tackle, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. 6 yards still to go here on second and goal. Elliott, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On first down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And Charles, I think with this